everyone, happy holidays. Excuse my little cold that I have right now. You know, it's that time of year. Today I'm talking about motivation. Specifically, what keeps you motivated to keep writing during the holidays, to keep writing when you're away on vacation, when you're traveling with family. This video is created for writers, but guess what? These motivation tips will work across all the board for anyone. If you're anything like me, you're probably gonna be pretty busy this holiday season. Your work, your writing, your editing, your whatever your fun craft hobby may be, all of those things are going to be put on hold while you take care of all the holiday fun stuff. Hopefully by the end of this video, you will have all the tools you need to stay motivated and to keep writing throughout the holiday season. Tip number 1, create daily habits. This might seem pretty obvious and it's talked about a lot, but there's a reason that it's talked about a lot. In order to create new habits, new daily habits, you have to change something about your current daily routine. Specifically, you need to add in whatever it is that you are wanting to do. If you want to write a book, start writing daily, but set a schedule. Sometimes the only way to fit it in is to wake up an hour earlier. And this goes for working out or whatever your side hobby, project, hustle may be. If you already have a daily writing schedule and you don't want to lose track of it while you are traveling over the holidays, you can do 2 things. Number 1, you can stick as closely to your writing schedule as possible every day. But this isn't always easy to do, especially if you have a new schedule stock full of things to do with your family members. What you can do instead is number 2, create a new special holiday vacation traveling only schedule. Then when the traveling is over, you can jump right back into your normal scheduled routine when you return home. Again, if you already have this daily writing schedule set in place, then switching to something new and writing daily is not going to be an issue, and it'll be as easy as consuming an extra serving of your aunt's famous Christmas pie. Tip number 2, set a timer. This is one of my personal favorite tips that I like to do when I'm not feeling motivated. Usually I use it for cleaning the house, but it is especially fun when setting a timer for writing. This tool is great on vacation or spending time with family because you may not have that full hour of writing that you're used to. Setting a timer for 15 or 20 minutes allows you to do a quick word sprint to just get the words on paper and get your writing down. How do you do a word sprint with a timer? Well, start with 10 minutes and then write as many words as possible as you can within that 10 minutes. Don't edit, don't go back and read it. Doesn't matter if it makes sense or not because eventually you'll go back and edit it. But during these 10 minutes, don't look back on what you're writing. Just keep the fingers going. When the timer is up, chances are you'll feel motivated to continue on what you're doing, whether it's writing or exercising or cleaning or whatever. Or maybe you don't have time, and so now you've written a good chunk of your story and you can move on and be productive with your family for the rest of the day. The first time I did a word sprint was last month during NaNoWriMo. I did 20 minutes and I found that I wrote the same amount of words in 20 minutes as that I would in an hour, which is really impressive to me. I didn't even realize it. Of course, I have just recently reread that back and it was pretty horribly messy. Tip number 3, turn off the TV and the internet. People, there is nothing more motivation sucking, procrastination making than sitting down and watching TV. I love a good Netflix binge as much as the next person, but I also have to schedule the time to watch TV. So I make time to watch the shows that I love just as much as I would make time to write for the day. TV really is an escape, and if we're not careful, we will fall deep down that rabbit hole, and it's sometimes hard to get out. The same goes for the internet with social media, Instagram and Facebook. How many of you have said, I'll just check Instagram real quick? And little did you know, an hour passes by and you've completely wasted it and you're like, what just happened? That was an hour of soul-sucking, wasted time that could have been spent hustling and writing your book. And whose fault is it? Nobody's but your own. Tip number 4, ignore the haters. Okay, I'm not really a fan of that statement, but there are a lot of writers out there who don't have the support they need from their friends and family. So if you're on holiday right now with your family members, it's really hard to talk to someone that you love about your hobby, about your craft, if they are constantly bringing you down, criticizing you. telling you to stick to your day job, telling you that being an author isn't a financially solid career and you should choose something else. All of these negative comments can really bring a person down. And most of the time, these comments come from the people that we love, because these people want the best for you, but they can't understand why you're choosing an artistic lifestyle. Maybe you don't even want to become published. You just love to write, but still, they're not supportive because they don't understand. If you're around these negative Nancy's this holiday season, my best advice for you is just to ignore it. There's no need to get into heated debates over this. When people act negatively or speak negatively about things going on in your life, it's really just a reflection of what's going on in their own inner turmoil or personal life or something like that, and they need to bring other people down to make themselves feel better. Just like religion or politics, everyone's going to have their own opinion, and likely you're not going to be able to change anyone's opinion. I'm not saying all the negative people are like this. There might be some that are really open to hearing what you have to say and really listening to why you love doing what you love doing. Overall, I would just say, don't sweat it. If you must, listen to what they have to say, thank them for their advice, and carry on with your day. Last but not least, tip number 5, exercise. My personal favorite, if you know me, I am a former personal trainer, and so exercising means a lot to me. If you're stuck in your story, trust me, there is really no better way to get unstuck than to get the blood flowing. A brief walk around the block, a stop at the gym, a quick jog around the park. All of these things get the blood flowing, get the creative juices moving again. And if you're having trouble getting motivated to even exercise, go grab one of those family members that you've been hanging out with all week and ask them to go for a walk with you. I encourage just a quick 15 to 30 minutes of exercise just to help reset the creative zone, especially if you can be out in fresh air. You can distract yourself with some upbeat music, a podcast, or you can put on some studying music so you can really think through your scene as you're walking and running and working out or whatever. I'm not going to say more on that. Just get out there and get moving, folks. All right, that's all the time I've got for you today. My name is Lisa Corries. Please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends, especially to those who might need a little holiday motivation this season. I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Merry Christmas. Bye.